Russian invaders attempted to seize the positions of the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine in the Kharkiv region. The brigade's press service published a video of the repulsion of the Russian assault on social media. The Russian invaders sent an armored group consisting of 2 armored personnel carriers, infantry, and a tank to support them. As the 3rd assault line approached, an accurate handheld anti-tank grenade launcher shot from a Ukrainian defender immobilized 1 Russian infantry fighting vehicle. A group of enemy infantry disembarked from the armored vehicle, but the crew was hit by Ukrainian drones. The other IFV continued to move and also later dropped off infantry near Ukrainian positions and tried to escape, but was hit by an FPV drone. The vehicle was immobilized on the field. The drone operators of the 3rd Assault Brigade and the artillery, which used cluster munitions, continued to destroy the Russian infantry. The drone operators dropped ammunition on the immobilized Russian infantry fighting vehicles to destroy them completely. They approached with a tank and 2 IFVs. The first one stalled due to an accurate shot from a handheld anti-tank grenade launcher, and the drones killed the crew. An infantry fighting vehicle with the second group was also used as fodder for our FPV birds, the defense said. The brigade clarified that the Russian assault was repelled by soldiers of the 2nd Assault Battalion and pilots of the Unmanned Systems Battalion, together with artillerymen of the Team Shot and Thunder Riders units. OSINT researchers of the War Archive Telegram channel found out that the battle took place south of the village of Lozova, Kharkiv region. Previously, soldiers of the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade repelled a mechanized assault by the invaders near the village of Steepy, also in the Kharkiv region. The Russians tried to break through with a convoy of tanks and IFVs, including buggies. Rheinmetall CEO Armin Paperger on plans to build plants in Ukraine. The first plant to start operating was a vehicle repair plant. An ammunition plant is currently under construction. And the 3rd plant we would like to build is for the production of anti-aircraft systems. What struck me personally is the courage that Ukrainians are showing, the courage with which they are fighting, how they resist, and how they fight for their freedom, Mr. Paperger shared.
By the way, the first plant is running. It's the vehicle plant, the vehicle maintenance, and we are currently in the process of setting up the munitions plant. And for the 3rd, we want to build an anti-aircraft system, meaning cannon-based anti-aircraft for production in Ukraine. It moves everyone emotionally what is happening right now, that innocent people are being slaughtered. I mean, that must move everyone. Yes, and for me personally, the bravery that the Ukrainians have, with what courage they fight, how they stand against it, and ultimately how they fight for their freedom. Also the know-how of the people, the motivation of the people, the Ukrainians who work with me in the factory. Yes, they are highly motivated, they know what they are doing, and they are also very, very well trained. So in the sense from the human side, Ukraine has, of course, with all the suffering, it unfortunately has to endure one.
Lavrov said Russia has not done anything to freeze, to destroy in our relations with the West, including with Europe. Apparently, attacking a sovereign country and launching hybrid warfare against a military alliance are nothing to Russia.
We will not chase after anyone. We did not do anything to freeze or essentially to destroy our relations with the West, including Europe. We are following our own path, we are solving our own tasks. And over some time, our Western colleagues will come to their senses. And if they want to renew relations, we will see on what terms this can be done. But the ball is in their court. We are not even thinking about it now. We are focused on strengthening our state in the interests of our people.
Blumenthal. What world is he living in? It is not only contrary to the facts and the truth, but utterly despicable. A disgusting betrayal of a country that has bled and fought and died for freedom. The president's surrender is pathetic and weak.
What world is he living in? It is not only contrary to the facts and the truth, but utterly despicable. A disgusting betrayal of a country that has bled and fought and died for freedom. Our president has so disregarded the truth and the sacrifice of brave men and women who are upholding their freedom and ours. Their fight is our fight, and the president's surrender is pathetic and weak.
Romania has approved a bill that would allow shooting down drones or missiles that illegally enter the country's airspace. The Romanian newspaper Digi reported that the bill expands and regulates measures to control the use of national airspace. The legislative initiative stipulates that Russian drones that unauthorizedly enter Romanian territory can be shot down, which was previously impossible because Romania is not at war. The Senate should make the final decision, and then the law must be signed by Romania's acting president, Ilie Bolojan. The bill passed with 196 votes in favor, 99 against, and 2 abstentions. The initiative belonged to the Ministry of Defense and appeared in the context of a legislative gap regarding the use of the armed forces' capabilities. In particular, at the moment, the Romanian army cannot shoot down drones or missiles entering the airspace unless there is a state of emergency. If we are in a state of peace, this draft law aims to establish a way of acting against means that unauthorizedly use the country's airspace, the lawmakers said. According to the draft law, NATO forces from other countries will also be able to participate in these activities in accordance with collective defense agreements. Previously, the Romanian Ministry of Defense reported that on February 13th, the wreckage of the Juran drones used by Russia to attack Ukrainian port infrastructure on the Danube was found on the country's territory. Based on the results of the on-site investigations, it was found that both drones had explosive charges on board, which were destroyed when they hit the ground. Both locations are located outside of populated areas, and no infrastructure elements in the country were damaged, the ministry said. In December of last year, a Russian Kh-101 cruise missile flew into Romania and Moldova and crashed in a field. Since the beginning of the full-scale Russian invasion, the Netherlands has provided Ukraine with military assistance worth almost 6 billion euros. This includes various equipment and weapons, ammunition, combat aircraft and drones, as well as air defense systems. Dutch Defense Minister Ruben Brekelmans stated in a letter to the House of Representatives that as of February 4th, the total value of the Netherlands' military support for Ukraine had increased to almost 5.88 billion euros. It is noted that this is 2.12 billion euros, more than in September 2024. The Netherlands supplied, in particular, F-16 fighter jets, combat vehicles, and air defense systems. In addition, the Netherlands supplied Ukraine with drones, radars, ammunition for tanks and artillery, as well as individual weapons, including machine guns. The defense aid also included ATVs, Mercedes-Benz SUVs, medical equipment, and food packages.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.